Greetings, beloved soul. I'm so grateful that you found your way to this space today. You are exactly where you need to be. The angels have a message for you, one that is going to resonate deeply within your heart. Today we're talking about something truly special. Your soulmate's desire to move in and the powerful signs you need to watch for. This could be the beginning of a new chapter in your connection, and the angels are ready to guide you through this divine moment. Before we dive into this powerful message, if you're new here, make sure to subscribe to the Angels Whisper and turn on notifications so you never miss a moment of divine guidance. The angels have so many messages prepared just for you, and you don't want to miss a single one. I also encourage you to comment below with the phrase, "I believe in God," to affirm your faith and open your heart to receive what the angels want to share today. Take a deep breath. Let go of any distractions. You are here for a reason. Now let's explore this divine message together. Establishing a personal, comforting tone now. Before we dive into the signs and spiritual insights, I want to address you personally. The idea of your soulmate moving in with you, of sharing space in such an intimate way, is a big step. It's a moment filled with potential, growth, and deep connection. It's a sign of trust, commitment, and alignment. But the truth is, this decision goes beyond the physical act of moving in together. It's about spiritual alignment, heartfelt connection, and God's timing. The angels are here to help you understand the powerful spiritual signs that indicate your soulmate is ready to take this step. It's not just about cohabitation. It's about deepening your connection in a way that aligns with God's will for both of you. In Proverbs 18:12, we are told, "Before a downfall, the heart is haughty, but humility comes before honor." This verse speaks to the humility that comes with true love and genuine connection. As your soulmate considers this step, they are likely in a place of humble reflection. This moment is not about pride, but about genuine intention, love, and the desire to move forward with you in a way that honors both of you and the spiritual connection you share. In 1 Corinthians 13:4-7, we find the true essence of love. Love is patient, love is kind. It does not envy, it does not boast, it is not proud. It does not dishonor others, it is not self-seeking, it is not easily angered, it keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. This love, the kind that is patient, kind, and persevering, is what your soulmate is being called to embrace in this next chapter. It's not just about physical proximity. It's about a deeper spiritual connection that will be strengthened when they take this step with you. I know this is a lot to process, but I want you to take comfort in knowing that the angels are guiding both you and your soulmate in this process. This step forward, should it come, will be a beautiful evolution of your relationship. But first, let's look at the signs that indicate it's the right time for them to make this move. The powerful signs. Your soulmate wants to move. In the first powerful sign that your soulmate may be considering this step is that you've noticed their desire to be around you more. It may start with little things, asking to spend more time together, finding excuses to be near you, or talking about the future in a way that includes you in their life. In Matthew 6:33, it says, "But seek first his kingdom and his righteousness, and all these things will be given to you as well." God is aligning your paths. And when your soulmate is ready to make a commitment like moving in, it's a sign that they are seeking the right alignment in their life. They're seeking to build something that aligns with their spiritual path, and they want to bring you along in that journey. The desire to spend more time with you is a sign of alignment with God's purpose for your relationship. Pay attention to how they speak about the future. If they start using terms like we, us, or together, you're witnessing the first signs of their spiritual preparation to invite you into their life in a deeper way. This is a big spiritual move, not just a physical one. The angels are working behind the scenes to guide them toward making this significant decision. Another sign is their growing emotional openness and vulnerability. As your soulmate becomes more emotionally open, they begin to share more about their inner world, their thoughts, fears, and desires. This vulnerability is a sign that they are ready to become more emotionally present in your life. In Psalm 147:3, we are reminded, He heals the brokenhearted and binds up their wounds. The process of healing, especially emotional healing, opens a person's heart to greater connection. Your soulmate may be ready to heal, and this openness is a powerful indicator that they are ready to embrace the next step in your shared journey. If you notice that your soulmate has been talking about your future together more openly, it's a clear sign that they are thinking about building a life with you, not just in the immediate present, but in the long term. When someone begins discussing what we will do in the future, whether it's plans for holidays, buying a home together, or even discussing children, it's a strong sign that they are thinking seriously about the future. The angels are guiding them to open up and to envision a life where you are a central part of it. Lastly, if you find that your soulmate is becoming more protective and supportive, this is a sign that they see your connection as something worth nurturing. As they grow more spiritually aligned with you, their desire to protect and support you intensifies. This shift from casual affection to genuine commitment signals that they are ready to take the next step. The divine confirmation. At this point, you may be wondering, how will I know when it's truly time? What if I misread the signs? The angels want to reassure you that divine confirmation will come at the right time. If your soulmate is genuinely ready to move in with you, you will receive confirmation in your spirit through prayers answered and through actions that align with God's will for your life. In Isaiah 43:19, we are reminded, "See, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs up. Do you not perceive it? I am making a way in the wilderness and streams in the wasteland." God is working behind the scenes to make a way for your relationship to move forward. The confirmation may not come in a dramatic, overt way, but you will sense it in your heart. It will be a quiet knowing that this next step is part of God's plan. Trust in God's timing, beloved. The angels are helping guide both of you, and when the time is right, you will feel a deep sense of peace and alignment. You'll feel it in your heart. This is the moment when your soulmate is ready to take this next step, and when your hearts are aligned in a way that reflects God's will. If you are beginning to sense that this time of confirmation is drawing near, take a moment to reflect on how this shift will deepen your connection and help you both grow spiritually. This is not just about physical proximity. It's about the spiritual union that is forming between you. As you open yourself to divine timing, trust that the angels will guide you both to this beautiful new chapter. If you're ready to trust God's confirmation and embrace this divine guidance, I invite you to comment below with the phrase, "I trust in God's divine timing." This affirmation will strengthen your faith and align your heart with God's will, helping you navigate this sacred moment with trust, love, and patience. The role of patience and faith as you wait for the divine confirmation and the unfolding of this beautiful step. The angels remind you of the role of patience and faith in this process. Patience is not simply waiting for things to happen. It's about trusting that everything is unfolding in God's perfect timing. The angels want you to understand that the process of your soulmate moving in with you is a sacred and divine transition. Allow this transition to happen naturally, trusting that God is guiding you both through it. In James 5:7 we are told, "Be patient then, brothers and sisters, until the Lord's coming." See how the farmer waits for the land to yield its valuable crop, patiently waiting for the autumn and spring rains. Patience is essential in relationships, especially when you're waiting for a big spiritual shift. Trust that everything is moving according to God's divine plan, and this patience will reward you in ways you can't yet fully see. As you wait, continue to strengthen your relationship with God, deepen your spiritual practices, and embrace the faith that will help you navigate the unknown. When you trust in God's plan, everything else will fall into place in ways that align with your highest good. If you're ready to embrace patience and trust God's divine plan, I encourage you to comment below with the phrase, "I trust and wait in God's timing." This declaration will open your heart to God's peace and trust, preparing you to fully embrace the divine timing of your soulmate's journey. Understanding the spiritual growth behind moving in. Together, now that we've discussed the signs and divine timing, let's explore the spiritual growth that moving in together can signify for you and your soulmate. This is not just a physical decision, it is a profound spiritual milestone that can lead both of you toward a deeper understanding of love, commitment, and divine partnership. The angels are guiding you to see that this move is not merely about cohabitation, it is about growing spiritually together in alignment with God's will. When two people decide to live together, they are committing to share more than just space. They are committing to share their lives, their dreams, and their hearts. This step requires deep spiritual maturity. It is a step that asks both of you to learn and practice patience, kindness, forgiveness, and unconditional love. It's about being a reflection of God's love in your relationship. In Ephesians 5:25 it says, "Husbands, love your wives, just as Christ loved the church and gave himself up for her." This verse beautifully illustrates the kind of love and commitment that God desires for us to have in relationships. It's a sacrificial love, a love that seeks the well-being of the other person above all else. Moving in together is an opportunity for you both to live out this kind of love, day by day, in your relationship. The angels are encouraging you both to see this transition as an opportunity for spiritual growth. When you share a living space, you will see each other in ways you never have before. You will witness each other's habits, dreams, flaws, and strengths. And through this, God is calling you both to become more patient, more understanding, and more aligned with His love. It's also important to recognize that this move is an act of trust. You are trusting each other in a deeper way, knowing that you are both ready to support one another through the highs and lows of life. The angels are encouraging you to approach this decision with deep respect for each other's individuality, while also recognizing the unified path that God has called you to walk together. If you are both ready to spiritually align in this new chapter, trust that God's hand is in the details of your relationship. This alignment will help both of you grow spiritually, emotionally, and mentally, and it will prepare you for the future God has planned for your relationship. If you feel this deep spiritual growth within you and are ready to embrace this next step with your soulmate, I encourage you to comment below with the phrase, "I embrace spiritual growth in my relationship." This declaration affirms your readiness to move forward together in alignment with God's divine plan for both of you. The power of commitment and divine alignment. The decision to move in together is not only about your relationship with your soulmate, it is also about aligning both of your hearts with God's will. Commitment is a powerful force in any relationship, and the angels are showing you that when you commit to each other and to God's plan, you are opening yourselves to divine blessings that will enrich your bond. In Proverbs 16:3, we are reminded, "Commit to the Lord whatever you do, and He will establish your plans." This verse reinforces the idea that when you commit your relationship to God, He will establish your plans and guide you both toward a harmonious future. This commitment goes beyond the physical act of moving in. It is a spiritual commitment to love, honor, and support each other through life's challenges. When both people in the relationship are committed to God and His plan, they are empowered to face any obstacle together. The angels are encouraging you to commit not just to each other, but to your spiritual growth as individuals and as a couple. It's about creating a life together that honors God, where both of you can grow, learn, and evolve in faith and love. Commitment is not just a promise to each other, it is a promise to God to honor Him in your relationship. It's also important to realize that divine alignment is at work in your relationship. God's timing, guidance, and love are bringing both of you together in this way. This move is a reflection of His greater purpose for you both, and the angels want you to acknowledge that. The intensity of your soulmate's desire to be with you and the step they are considering is part of God's design. Your paths are being aligned in such a way that your love can flourish and grow according to His plan. Trust that this alignment will bring you both the strength, love, and understanding you need to build a future together. If you are ready to commit to your relationship and align your hearts with God's purpose, comment below with the phrase, "I commit my heart to God's plan." This declaration will strengthen your relationship with your soulmate and deepen your connection with God's guidance. The role of trust and surrender. One of the key aspects of any relationship, especially one that involves living together, is trust. Moving in together requires a level of trust that goes beyond surface-level affection. It's about trusting each other deeply, trusting that you both are committed to making this relationship work, and that you will support each other through all circumstances. Trust in God's plan is equally important, as He will guide both of you through this journey. In Proverbs 3:5-6, we are reminded, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to Him, and He will make your paths straight." The angels want you to understand that trusting God is the foundation of trust in your relationship. When you trust God with your hearts, with your relationship, and with your future, He will make your paths straight. This includes the decision to move in together. It will be part of God's perfect plan for both of you, leading to spiritual growth, deeper love, and shared purpose. Trust is not something that happens overnight. It takes time, vulnerability, and shared experiences to build. Living together will naturally test your trust, but this is a healthy process that will bring you closer as a couple. The angels are encouraging you to trust each other fully, knowing that the shared responsibility of living together will strengthen your bond. Trust is surrendering to the divine process, knowing that God is guiding both of you toward a future filled with love and harmony. If you are ready to trust your soulmate and God's plan for your relationship, I invite you to comment below with the phrase, "I trust God and my soulmate." This declaration will open your heart to the trust that is needed in this next step, creating space for God to lead your relationship toward divine fulfillment. The blessing of shared purpose and alignment. When two people come together, particularly in the decision to share a living space, they are often called to a shared purpose, a purpose that aligns with their spiritual mission and divine calling. This shared purpose is not just about everyday life. It is about living in alignment with God's will and serving one another with love and intention. In Isaiah 43:19, God says, "See, I'm doing a new thing. Now it springs up. Do you not perceive it? I am making a way in the wilderness and streams in the wasteland. The angels are showing you that this shared purpose is part of the new thing that God is doing in your life. As you move forward together, this is an opportunity for both of you to serve one another and serve God through your love. Your lives are being intertwined in a way that is divinely orchestrated, and this union is meant to be a reflection of God's love and grace. As you prepare for this next step, align yourselves with God's purpose for your relationship. The angels are encouraging you to pray together, reflect on the future together, and seek God's guidance in all things. Living together is not just a matter of convenience or affection. It is a spiritual calling to live in harmony with one another and with God's plan. If you feel that your relationship is moving toward a shared purpose and divine alignment, I encourage you to comment below with the phrase, "I align with God's purpose in my relationship." This declaration will align you with the divine purpose that is unfolding in your relationship, helping you walk forward in faith, love, and trust. Embracing the new chapter as you move forward in this divine journey with your soulmate. Remember that this is a new chapter in your lives, a chapter that is being written by God. Trust that everything is unfolding according to His divine will. Moving in together is not just about living under the same roof, it's about deepening your connection with each other, with God, and with your shared purpose. This new chapter will bring with it both challenges and blessings, but the angels want you to know that you are ready. You are being divinely prepared for the love and commitment that will flourish in this new season of your relationship. God is with you every step of the way, guiding both of you toward a future filled with love, peace, and fulfillment, trusting the divine plan for your relationship. As we continue, the angels want to remind you that trust in God's plan is key to understanding the profound significance of your soulmate wanting to move in. It's easy to get caught up in our own expectations and desires, but true alignment comes when we surrender our desires to God's will. Trusting in God's divine timing and wisdom allows you to release control over the situation and lets the angels work on your behalf. In Proverbs 3:5-6, we are reminded, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to Him, and He will make your paths straight." The angels are encouraging you to trust in God's timing for your relationship. Surrender your worries, fears, and expectations, and allow God to guide both of you to a place of alignment, peace, and spiritual growth. Trust that your soulmate's desire to move in is a divine step forward, not just in your relationship, but in your shared journey with God. It's important to acknowledge that God is in control of this situation, and His timing is always perfect. As you begin to see the signs and feel the pull toward living together, understand that this is part of a much larger spiritual journey. Your relationship is evolving, and each step is part of God's divine plan for both of you. If you try to rush the process, or if you try to control the outcome, you may miss the spiritual lessons that are meant for both of you in this season. The angels want you to know that patience and faith are the keys to navigating this divine journey. If you're ready to trust the divine plan for your relationship and allow God to guide you, comment below with the phrase, "I trust God's plan for my soulmate and me." This declaration will strengthen your connection to God's will and help you move forward with clarity and peace in your heart. Signs from the universe that align. With God's timing, the universe, under God's direction, sends us signs to help guide us toward our next steps. When your soulmate expresses their desire to move in with you, these signs are often mirrored in the universe through dreams, synchronicities, or feelings of peace that seem to guide both of you toward this next chapter. These signs are not coincidences. They are divine nudges encouraging you to step forward in faith and trust that the timing is right. In Romans 8:28, it says, "And we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love him, who have been called according to his purpose." This verse reminds us that everything is working together for your good, and when you see the signs and synchronicities aligning, know that it's God's will unfolding. Trust that the universe is working in your favor, and it is aligning your relationship with divine timing. The angels want you to pay attention to the ways in which God is speaking to you through signs and synchronicities. These are the moments when you are closer to the truth, when you are on the right path, and when your soulmate's heart is ready to move in, spiritually and emotionally. If you have been noticing signs or synchronicities that indicate your soulmate is ready for this next step, take a moment to trust in God's confirmation. The angels are guiding both of you toward alignment with each other and with God's plan for your relationship. Keep your heart open to these signs and trust that they are guiding you toward the right time and the right decision. If you're noticing the signs from the universe aligning with God's timing, I invite you to comment below with the phrase, "I trust the signs God is sending." This declaration will help you remain attuned to the divine guidance that is showing you the way forward in your relationship. The role of emotional and spiritual alignment in living together. As we move deeper into the spiritual implications of moving in together, it's essential to acknowledge that this is a decision of deep emotional and spiritual alignment. Living together is not just about sharing space, it's about creating a home together, a place where both of you can grow spiritually, emotionally, and mentally. It is about aligning your hearts with each other and with God, so that you can create a relationship that honors his will and purpose. In Ephesians 4:2-3, we are reminded, "Be completely humble and gentle. Be patient, bearing with one another in love. Make every effort to keep the unity of the Spirit through the bond of peace." These verses speak to the emotional and spiritual qualities that you and your soulmate will need to nurture as you move forward. Humility, gentleness, patience, and love are essential as you share space, time, and life together. Moving in together is a spiritual commitment to practice these virtues daily. The angels want you to know that living together is an opportunity for spiritual growth and deepening of your connection with one another. This is not a step that should be taken lightly. It's a decision that will require spiritual maturity and the willingness to face challenges together, learn from each other, and grow stronger as a couple. As you align spiritually and emotionally, you will find that your bond deepens, and the love you share becomes more pure and intentional. When you move in together, you are choosing to make room for one another's strengths and weaknesses, and to support each other through the journey of life. This decision should always be made with an understanding that it's not just about convenience or affection. It's about aligning both hearts with God's will and living in harmony, patience, and love. The angels are asking you to approach this with a deep sense of reverence for what God has brought into your life. If you are ready to align your emotions and spirituality with your soulmate as you take this next step, comment below with the phrase, "I align with God's will in my relationship." This will help solidify your intention to move forward spiritually and emotionally, with a heart that is open to growth, love, and God's plan for you both. The path to harmony and peace in cohabitation. The angels are guiding you to understand that living together is not just about physical proximity, it's about creating a harmonious environment where both of you can thrive in God's love. This is the sacred space where both hearts will find peace. It's important to approach cohabitation with the goal of building a home, a safe, peaceful place where both of you feel spiritually and emotionally supported. In Colossians 3:15, it says, "Let the peace of Christ rule in your hearts, since as members of one body you are called to peace, and be thankful." The peace of Christ is meant to rule in your relationship, in your home, in your conversations, in your shared life. When you and your soulmate decide to move in together, you are invited to cultivate an environment of peace and gratitude. This is not just about a physical space. It's about creating a place where God's love, peace, and presence can be felt in every room. The angels are encouraging you to create a home where spiritual practices are honored, where prayer, reflection, and gratitude are a regular part of your daily lives together. Make space for God's presence in your relationship, and you will find that the bond between you grows stronger, deeper, and more aligned with His will. Let peace be the foundation of everything you build together, and gratitude will flow naturally as you both experience the blessing of living in God's light. The angels are also guiding you to remember that a peaceful home is a reflection of your spiritual connection to God. When you align with God's peace, your relationship becomes a vessel for His love to flow through. You are not just creating a space for physical comfort, you are building a spiritual sanctuary where both of you can grow and learn. If you are ready to create a home filled with peace, love, and divine alignment, comment below with the phrase, "I create a home filled with God's peace." This declaration will align your intentions with the spiritual work that needs to be done in your relationship and in your living space. Embracing the journey together. We draw this part of the message to a close. I want you to remember that this is a journey, not just a decision. Moving in together is a spiritual step forward, one that will deepen your bond, stretch your hearts, and bring both of you closer to God. It's not just about sharing space, it's about sharing a life that is aligned with God's purpose. The angels are here, guiding you both through this process, helping you grow spiritually, emotionally, and mentally. This journey will have its challenges, but it will also bring its beautiful moments of connection, peace, and love. Keep your heart open, trust in God's guidance, and know that the best is yet to come. If you are ready to embrace this journey with your soulmate, to step into the future with faith and love, I encourage you to comment below with the phrase, "I embrace the journey God has prepared for us." This will align your heart with God's plan and help you stay grounded as you move forward in love and faith. As we come to the final moments of this sacred message, beloved soul, I want to leave you with a powerful truth that will guide you in this next chapter of your journey. Moving in together with your soulmate is more than a physical step. It's a spiritual evolution. This decision, though it may feel like a simple change in your circumstances, is a divine moment that carries deep spiritual meaning. The angels have shown you the signs, the path, and the guidance. And now it's up to you to walk forward in faith, trust, and love. Your relationship is not just about physical closeness. It's about the spiritual bond you share with your soulmate, the alignment with God's plan, and the commitment to grow together, not just in love, but in faith. This journey is one of growth, individually as a couple and with God at the center. God is using this next step to deepen your connection with Him and with each other, preparing both of you for a future of divine partnership, spiritual fulfillment, and lasting love. In 1 Corinthians 13:4-7, we are reminded of the true nature of love. Love is patient. Love is kind. It does not envy. It does not boast. It is not proud. It does not dishonor others. It is not self-seeking. It is not easily angered. It keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. This love is the foundation upon which you will build your life together. It is a love that is patient, kind, and enduring. One that will guide both of you through the challenges of living together and the joys of sharing your lives in the most intimate of ways. The angels are telling you that this step is not just about merging physical spaces. It's about merging hearts, minds, and spirits in alignment with God's will. God has brought you together for a reason, and this next step is part of the divine plan to fulfill that purpose. Trust in His timing, trust in the signs He has given you, and trust that He is guiding both of you toward a future of love, peace, and spiritual unity. In Proverbs 3:5-6, we are reminded, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to Him, and He will make your paths straight." This is a call to surrender. Surrender to God's divine will. Surrender to the peace that comes from knowing that His plan for you and your soulmate is perfect. And surrender to the growth that will take place as you align your lives with Him. The path ahead is straightened by His love, and you will walk it together hand in hand, heart to heart, in alignment with God's perfect plan. If you are ready to step into this new chapter with faith, love, and trust in God's timing, I encourage you to comment below with the phrase, "I surrender to God's divine timing." This declaration will affirm your readiness to move forward with trust in the angels' guidance, in God's will, and in the divine connection between you and your soulmate. Embracing the divine journey ahead, beloved, I want to leave you with this final reminder. The journey you are about to embark on is not just about living together. It is about living together in alignment with God's purpose. Every moment you spend with your soulmate will be an opportunity to grow spiritually, to deepen your faith, and to strengthen your love. There will be challenges, yes, but also moments of beauty, grace, and divine blessings. In Jeremiah 29:11, God promises, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you a hope and a future." This is the promise you can hold on to, beloved. God's plans for your relationship are filled with hope, growth, and divine purpose. Trust that every step you take together is part of that divine unfolding. God is guiding you both toward a future that is filled with peace, love, and fulfillment, and His plan is good. So, as you prepare to take this next step with your soulmate, hold on to faith, hope, and trust. Trust in the angels' guidance, trust in God's plan for your relationship, and trust in the love that is unfolding between you. Your journey together is just beginning, and the best is yet to come. If you're ready to step into this journey with a heart full of faith, I invite you to comment below with the phrase, "I step forward in faith and love." This declaration will align you with God's perfect plan for your relationship and strengthen the bond between you and your soulmate as you walk together on this divine path. Closing thoughts before we close, I want to thank you for joining me today. The angels have shared so much with us, and I know that this journey of moving in together is part of a larger, divinely orchestrated plan for both you and your soulmate. Remember that God's timing is perfect, and every step you take is being guided by divine love. Trust in the journey, trust in your soulmate, and trust that you are being led to something greater than you can imagine. If this message resonated with you, I invite you to like this video, comment with "I step forward in faith and love," and subscribe to the Angels Whisper for more divine messages and spiritual insights. The angels are always here, guiding you, loving you, and leading you to a brighter future. May your hearts remain open to the divine guidance of God's love. May your relationship be filled with peace, patience, and trust. And may you both walk forward in the beautiful, divine journey that God has prepared for you. The best is yet to come. You are loved, you are guided, and you are divinely aligned.